Okay, so now we're playing in the... Whoa, it needs no real introduction. It needs no real introduction. We're playing in the Tiger. This is the Panzer 6 Alps H1. It has the 88mm on it. It's a fantastic gun. However, I will say that in this version of the beta, that the rate of fire is rather low. There's no indication of damage by shells because, of course, there's no real health on the tanks. So all I can presume is the extra weight of the shell, the physical size of the shell, will cause more damage to the enemy tank, and penetrations will give you more chance to knock out important modules. But one thing's for sure, and that is that the rate of fire on the 88 is a lot worse than, for example, the 85mm on the IS. Now we can see that both the Tigers are quite slow compared to, for example, the Panzer IVs that will be able to motor on ahead. It's nothing quite like this Tiger. Look at that beautiful tank. Models look really impressive in the closed beta of the ground forces of War Thunder. One thing I will highlight is look how slow the turret traverse is. It's very slow. You really need to turn your tank as well to be able to get good shots up on the enemy. We can see that the gun depression on the Tiger is quite nice, which allows it to utilize these kind of positions. Really, the Tiger just wants to be at range, use its fairly thick all-round armor, and 88mm to engage its targets. So I think we saw some fire coming from around about here. No exact results yet, but we are capturing a base, so we're just going to contest this. Just try and keep a lookout for enemy tanks that are on the approach. Now, one thing that's good about War Thunder is you actually have to use your eyes. We're going to go and contest the C cap and try and shoot across at the A cap. That's my plan. The Tiger in this patch feels a little bit fragile. I often seem to have my turret traverse jammed, which can be very frustrating. I feel that there is no way to repair your turret traverse and your vertical drive. If they do get damaged, currently, which is not good. Apparently they're planning on implementing abilities to fix your turret traverse.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
So we just destroyed the enemy's horizontal turret traverse. That's very nice to know. We also damaged his fighting compartment. That means is that Tiger can no longer turn his turret left and right without using his tracks. What it also means, because his fighting compartment is damaged, we most likely have taken out one or two of his crew members. So here's the Tiger.
The enemy is preparing for artillery barrage. Repeat, the enemy is preparing for artillery barrage.
Right through the turret. It's a nice kill there on that Tiger. So we're going to continue to advance. So one of the scouts or somebody is calling in artillery on us. Can't worry about that too much. Oh, here we go. Now we're going to see what the Tiger's really capable of. All right. Loads of guys around this corner. So my horizontal turret drive has already been damaged with the first shot I've taken, which means that I'm no longer able to use my tank effectively. We can see the long reload on the 88. Looks like we might actually have a clean kill in here though. We set him on fire, he will die. All we have to do is remain alive for a while. Okay, we'll engage this guy instead. Nice! Double kill! Oh, brilliant. We set both of those tanks on fire. So it looks like it's just my vertical drive. Oh, my vertical drive isn't destroyed, it's just damaged. Okay, we're getting shot by a tiger at range. We need to quickly go and get into some cover. Keep my frontal armor facing the enemy. Oh no, we got sniped out. But at least you got to take a little look there at the tiger tank. And we saw that its armor is pretty good. There's just some serious issues with the tiger at the moment with the amount of module damage it takes. And currently, if you lose your turret traverse, it ruins the game for me because there's no current way to repair it. They are planning to implement ways to repair your turret traverse, as an example. And I think that's very needed, because at the moment, as soon as your vertical drive gets stuck, or your horizontal drive gets stuck, then you're pretty much dead. But whether you want to look at it from a different point of view, that maybe if your vertical and horizontal drive does get stuck, then you should be dead. And you might have to run around in cap. But the thing is that you literally sort of get completely taken out of the game. And it's not so much of a fact that, oh, it's so unfair. It's more of a case of it's very frustrating for the player, and what you end up having is people literally just pressing escape and then blowing up their vehicle themselves rather than going and fighting with the damaged vehicle, which I think is perfectly fine. Maybe that'll change as it moves out of closed beta and people don't want to, for example, pay for the repairs on their tanks. The way it is at the moment, I really think that maybe just give a long repair time. Maybe what happens is that you need to decide to make your tank completely stationary. A bit like when you repair your tracks. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, 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 oh. That tiger got smashed in the side. Do we have more shots? Let's take a look. What are we doing? No more shots. I just got killed by a flak panzer. Wow. So you guys noticed that my horizontal turret traverse was damaged. My vertical turret traverse was damaged. And somehow a flak panzer managed to take me out as well. That was incredible. Got a shot here on a tiger.
Yes, a hit.
RNG, baby. And that's one of the most frustrating things about War Thunder. I only get to spawn in the tiger once. We put our shot into him flush, and his shot managed to hit my engine. So yeah, pretty brutal. Oh! Just before we went down, a nice flush shot there into the Tiger to take him out. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my video on the Tiger. I think the gameplay was a little hit and miss. I think I'm not playing it as well as I could be. I think I really need to engage the tanks at long ranges, and really make use of the fact that the Tiger's armor is quite thick, and that the 88mm really has very high penetration at long ranges. And because of the caliber of the round, I really think that if you can get it to penetrate at long ranges, then you can still be very effective. I think up close the Tiger is a little too large and a bit lumbering, and I think that it takes too much module damage at the moment. You might have seen during the video that I mentioned a couple of times, I think at least, about the horizontal and the vertical traverse getting damaged. And then that basically rendering the Tiger obsolete. I know that there are planned updates where they're thinking about how they're going to enable you to fix module damage on your tank. But for me, just the vertical and the horizontal turret traverses is sort of game breaking. I know that they're going to implement ways to repair your turret traverse, and I think the Tiger will be a lot better for it, because it just does seem to take that much module damage. Anyway guys, if you've enjoyed this video, or it's just been useful to you, please consider rating it down below. I'd really appreciate it. And let me know what you think about the Tiger in the comments. How frustrated would you be about the horizontal and vertical turret jamming as an example? Do you think it's fair that it seems to happen more on the Tiger at the moment, or maybe it's just me getting unlucky? Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.